Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to this another night of worship of the goddess. Today we worship the goddess Sambharini, which is the goddess of Shiva, of the god, which is the ultimate, whose reflection is our own spirit, our own being. We are a reflection of that Shiva, and that Shakti of Shiva. Today, in this 7th day of worship, she reached the agnya chakra, and in the agnya chakra in us, she starts destroying, purifying, first in the left side as always, the source of, we can say, negativity, whatever doesn't allow us to realize our real being as a spirit, as Shiva. So in the left side we have the superego. In the superego we have all the conditionings. All the conditionings means all, we can say, all the teachings, all the experiences, all the learnings we had. Everything gets like accumulated in our superego, and that conditionings create like the base through which our ego get all the information, all the energy to work out however it is, the ego. So if there are too many conditionings in us, it will create the ego with a lot of we can say it, energy to grow. So we have to understand that the conditionings, whatever we had experienced before or whatever we have been taught before, is not the reality, the final reality of ourselves and of the world. This is just all that previous experiences and previous learnings, that conditionings in us. This is just like, we could say it, a false information. False information in which our idea of ourselves, that ego, that has always a project, to be in a particular way. I mean, the ego is not just something which is how it is, I mean, the idea, however, we have about ourselves, but it always have a project to be in another different way, to evolve in a different way, something that will achieve the goals of the ego, which is recognition from the world, from others, power, economical power, all kinds of power. So we have to understand that information that the ego is getting all the nourishment for itself, that conditionings that are false. Why they are false? Well, first thing is that all that conditionings, all that teachings, if they are based on our experience, which is the most, there is a chance that this is more close to the truth, because it's based in a real experience of ourselves. If we had that experience from the state where we were living under the idea of the ego, that we are individuals separated from the world, then that information we get through the experience is false, because it's based on the falsehood of the ego. Only when we realize what is our real being, is that ocean of awareness, which is unlimited, is eternal, is beautiful, and is pure. And it's only one in everything. It's not the body, which is just very limited and it just lives for few moments, you can say. Few years is just moments for that eternal existence of our own self. So, unless we get the experience from that state of awareness, the information we are gathering in our conditionings is false, because it's based on falsehood, the falsehood of the ego, the idea that we are separated individuals. So we can never get the real experience, the real truth in that experience. So that conditionings create something, some energy in us that is making our ego work in the wrong direction. So all that conditionings, the Devi has to destroy them, so that we can get the new experiences without the influence of that old experiences. That means it is that we can say perception, that state of perception where we see and experience the world without that conditionings. It is very much connected to the first chakra, Muladhara, the quality of innocence. The quality where we are like small children and we experience everything, every single experience is like something new. Okay, every day we can get up, we have to go to work. But imagine if we go to work and imagine we have the vision that is absolutely new experience. Like we have never gone to that job before, to that people. Instead of facing the people that we know, and our mind already has the conditionings, they are like this, like that. Imagine you see everything like new, with new eyes, with the eyes which are clear without conditionings. Then at that moment is where you can, through that experience, reach the truth of the things. So the goddess has to destroy that vision which is polluted by the false information in our conditionings. And then it has to clear out that, where finally we understand we are not that conditionings. It's not part of our deep inner being. It's something that is just, you can say, like a library. You have your library in your house. You are not your library with so many books and information. You are the one who can read it if you need it or want. In the same way, all that information, all that books, teachings that we have in ourselves as conditionings, did you know you are not that? You are the being, the pure awareness that can have that information whenever it's needed and use it in the right way, but under your control, and not that conditioning is controlling your life and your experience of the life, of the world, of the other people, of yourself, of ourselves. So that vision, like a little child without any conditionings, living every new experience, every experience as it is absolutely new. Even if we know or we had previous experiences of that, that is not conditioning our vision. Then your vision can go deep to the real truth of the things. And that is related to the energy of the heart. The goddess is the heart, is the loving energy of God, of that ocean of awareness. So that energy of the goddess, when it starts pouring through our perception, without that conditionings, spontaneously, that flow of love is more natural, you can say. We allow that flow through our vision. But if we live under the ego, I mean, we believe we are that idea of individuals, and we accept even that all these teachings, all these things are our understanding of the world, we can say. all that make our understanding of the world is based on all that information and teachings and experiences. So if we believe we are that, then it blocks the natural flow of the love, because this is already going in one direction. And normally, if we see honestly, most of our perceptions, all perceptions, all experiences, create in us one condition which is normally, I won't say all the time, but normally not very positive, in the sense that we judge everything around according to that point of view of the ego, where we are separated. So as being separated, the ego try to come out, you can say. It's like survival, It's individual, it's fragile, so it has to come out, it has to get power. And then that movement of the ego, the natural movement of the ego, it try to control, dominate the world and the other people. And then that vision of the people is full of judgments. It focuses on the negative things of the people or the negative things of the world, as we try to control it based on that conditionings. So it's very important to understand that our vision at the moment is polluted by that conditionings, that we have to reach the state where that vision is absolutely clear, without any conditionings at all, and you can experience the world every moment like a new moment, something absolutely new. And through that vision we have to express, we have to reach the state where we can the love of our heart, the love of the goddess, the love that is the goddess in us, can express through that and pour that blessings on everyone. So in this very important day, we have to understand that we have to surrender all these conditionings in us, that there are conditionings in us, that is not positive to keep them, especially all that negative conditionings. And then what will remain after that, when we experience the world with that love, with that vision, loving vision of everything and everyone, what we'll get is new experiences, new conditionings based on truth, on the truth that we are one, that we are pure, that we are love. And yes, there is this covering around, that is blocking the view of that purity in us, but this is only transitory, and the real being what we are is eternal. And that new experiences create positive conditionings in us, beautiful memories of moments of joy, of connection with other people, with other hearts. And that is beautiful, because this will allow that expansion of the love in our heart to others. And at the same time, it won't allow the ego to overcome again the experience, the control of our experience, of our vision, of our perception. So that good memories of love, of joy, of connection with others, of synchronicity with others and the world, that new experiences, that good conditionings will help us to express the spirit.